Right. Hope everyone can hear me. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Yes, sir, Josh. Microphone working. All right. I get to fishing. I turn on the lights. Don't need the lights on. I throw this Kitech right here. The Kitech 7.8. But I've been getting bit at this lake lately. I've had one bite prior to going live. I was on a crankbait. Actually had a fish hooked. And it popped free. The fish was about twice the size of the crankbait. You know what the average size crankbait is. It's pretty small. It's a little itty bitty largemouth. Decided to go for the old crankbait. All right. All right. Sorry about that. I had to do something right quick on my phone. Turn my notification sound off so you guys won't hear that. All right. Here we go. Water temps are pretty chilly. It's 48.36 right now. I'm still power fishing. It's actually the warmest water I've seen all day. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday afternoon. It is Thanksgiving. Been pretty quiet today so far. I'd only fished for maybe an hour and a half prior to going live. Actually hooked one fish, the itty bitty fish on a crankbait. I can always go back to that crankbait here shortly. Just want to see if anything wants to eat this Kitsap. The other day when it was high winds, literally like 25-mile-an-hour winds, I had 11 bites on this Kitsap 7.8. Caught 2 fish on it. They were still hitting the bait kind of funny, but man, they were throttling this bait in the middle of a big old windstorm. I'm just curious to see if anything will come out and throttle this. That day I ran into at least 3 big fish. Once again, thanks for joining. It's Thanksgiving. I'm hunting for some big fish right now at a local lake. Kitsap County, largemouth bass is what I'm looking for. Fishing a Kitsap 7.8 Swimbait with the modified underspin. Going for big fish. We don't care about fish under 3 pounds when throwing this bait. The average size bass that bites this bait is a 3 to 5 pound bass. Got some disturbance up on the other side of this dock, right out in front of some riprap. I'm about to investigate. We're going to send the best search bait of all time, and that's going to be this Kitsap. At least my favorite search bait. It produces in all 4 seasons. So the wind doesn't blow us in on it. Fishing a big old lay down right here. A couple of weeks ago, I caught a pretty nice fish from it. I did get another big bite from this area, but I never caught the fish. Letting my phone charge up a little bit, and I'll put you guys up on the chesty here a little bit. Throw this swim bait in the middle of nasty cover. Still haven't come up. I'll check the chat here shortly. I appreciate everyone tapping in on this Thanksgiving fish fest. Trying to have a fish fest, trying to catch some bigger fish. Just not many baits you could throw into something like that. Come back unscathed. Not even faded. Hooked. Nothing. Snagged. Yeah, Nick. Indonesia in the house. Prison cone dude. What's up, man? How you doing? Hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving. No matter where you're at in the world. I had a big bite around one of these white pipes. I think it was the other one on the other side of this dock. It was just last weekend. See what we can do. So I wasn't going to go live today. I was going to actually make a fishing video, but I'm at a lake that has signal. Tomorrow, I'll be going to a far off place where it doesn't have a signal to be able to go live. So that's the reason why I went live today over tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be making a fishing video to be edited and released on my YouTube channel. Short pitch. Oh, that was garbage shit right there, what just happened. I didn't see I was on the side of that pole. Uh-huh. There. Aha. The knot was all funky on the eyelet of the hook. Kick this tow motor up just a touch. Whoa, too much. Too little. Okay, there we go. Hey, the bait swims so much more straight. Oh yeah, perfect. Have a shitty skip, but still made it under there. Huh. Two skips ain't got nothing. Hitchhiker on there. Check the chat here shortly. Appreciate everyone tapping in on a Thanksgiving Day. Hope all is well, no matter where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with. I hit tiger on there. Got that peach. Claudia. I love her. Ming Slow Trip. What's up, man? Terp. Slow Terp. Toronto. How you doing, man? Paul from Toronto. Claudia. All right. All right. All right. Maybe we can draw a strike through these pads. They're just about on the last limbs. Damn, this looks like there'll be a fish up in here. We do have a north wind going on, I just now noticed. Probably not the best. Probably should go back to the crankbait or a spinnerbait and cover water instead of a large swim bait. I'm kind of one of those folks that like to go big or just go home. I'd rather catch quality over quantity. Yep. Let's check the chat. Isaac, what's up? Largemouth bass. Not pike, not perch. Uh-huh. Alright. Alright, once again, we're fishing this Kitsap 7.8 on a modified underspin, magnum size. The 7.8 is just shy of an 8-inch swim bait. I have it on a 10-aught owner beast flashy swimmer hook. It's modified. Take that stupid little weak ass wire off it and replace it with some hardware. Better, lasts longer. Never had another issue with it. Have it on straight braid, 65-pound braid. A 7'9" heavy action rod. Single piece, one-piece rod. You get the most sensitivity with the one-piece rod compared to two-piece rods. Two pieces make it easier to transport. As long as you're not trying to transport a 7'9" rod in a little smart car, you'll be good. I'll go fish this structure right here. See if there's one hiding in there. Keep my rod tip up. Keep that bait high in the water column. They'll come through those pads a whole lot better. Use your tip of your rod to steer your bait through that cover. Comes through very easy, very nice, very minimal hang-ups. You can't do that with many other swim baits, especially large swim baits. Most of them got a top hook, which is also known as the jig hook, out of the top of the bait, or it has a belly treble hook. I fish it about the speed of a big spinner bait. I'm gonna check this dock up here, and then we'll probably pick up and make a move. At then, I think I'm gonna put you all up on the chesty. I do got a fish this spot. Has a little creek that comes in, a little spring. Shitty cast. Uh-huh. Alright, we're gonna make a move. Make a move, and I think we may change up the baits. We may go to a crankbait. Alright. Johnny Lamb? None yet, man. Big fat goose egg right now. But I did hook a little guy that was twice the size of my crankbait. If that means anything. uh, well, if I don't catch any fish, then yeah, I did skunk. That little guy popped off before I even got him properly hooked. I seen him. He pulled and tugged. I set the hook, and then he hit the bottom of the lake and popped free. But I got the umbrella rig. I got the 10-inch mag draft. I have a 7-inch glide bait, an 8-inch soft body swim bait, weedless, 2 different style crankbaits, a jerk bait. That should cover most of the water. Really the only thing I'm lacking is the bottom bait, which I have jigs right here. If I need to rig one of those up, I can, or even a punch rig, maybe a 1 ounce, probably too heavy. I think I'm gonna throw this Kitech for a second. See how much grass there is. Pads are definitely dying back. Mr. Johnny Lamb, if I get skunked, it don't bug me. It don't really bug me like it bugs other people, but it used to bug me, but I kind of get over it nowadays, especially when I'm throwing an 8-inch swim bait for 80% of the time that I'm fishing. Most people have fairy wands in their hands with Cincos or wacky rigged worms or Ned rigs. I used to be like that too, but I like to throw bigger baits. I like to power fish, even in the cold months. And if I strike out and I don't catch anything, it's not gonna beat me down at all. It does to other folks, but don't know why. Hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving day. Hope everyone's with the family that they want to be with. All of my family live out of state, and I really don't travel around Thanksgiving. I do around the holidays towards the end of the year. So I get to fish. I've been doing this for about 15 plus years now, where I cook my turkey the night before, and I arrive on Thanksgiving with turkey sandwiches. I have turkey sandwiches in my cooler. I've already actually ate one of those and a cream cheese bagel when I first got here. I can actually come back through here with a spinnerbait. As long as I keep outside this edge, or a crankbait, not a spinnerbait. Or a spinnerbait, but I could easily spinnerbait or crank this water right here. I was worried about too much grass. But most of the grass has been blown inside the edge of the lily pads. So it shouldn't be a hassle, too much of a hassle. I could totally see a fish coming out of nowhere and just flatlining this swim bait. It happens in the springtime. And this is basically reverse of springtime. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please share this with your fishing buddies. Check out some of my other videos, not just my shorts. Check out my long length videos as well. All right, this little mouth is better than that last mouth I just fished. So this is definitely the better one in my opinion. Man, there should still be one in here lurking, waiting to just kill this. Totally see that happening. I'm totally ready to rip these lips. Rip them lips. Rip them lips. We'll do this for a minute longer or a few minutes longer. Probably gonna fish this little stretch right here of massive lily pad field, just to see if anything is still utilizing the edge of these lily pads that are slowly but surely dying back. They're a lot thicker as you get closer into the heart of the lily pad fields. I even see some of them still bright, luscious green compared to out here where it's all yellow and decaying, a lot of ripped up edges, a lot more pad stems out here than up there. That tells me this water is colder than it is back there. At least that's what my brain's telling me, that it's colder out here than it is back there, but that's shallower water. Still might be worth to take a poke back there and see what's up. Especially if I catch one or two or get a bite on this edge right here. Then I may want to spend a little bit more time going back in there to see, fish it a little bit more thorough to make sure there isn't like a massive school of bass back there. Maybe they got a massive bait, school of bait like corralled back there. Corralled back there like a bunch of wolves. That's really only if I get a bite right here. If not, I think I just keep it moving. I'm gonna put it on the chesty for y'all. Okeechobee in the house. What's up, man? I bet the Big O's putting out some hoggers right now. Every day of the month. Yes, Florida is definitely a state I will be going and doing some fishing in the future. Definitely on the bucket list to go there and flip around. Iowa's king, what's up, man? I wish you were too. Iowa fishing's kind of lame right now. At least it's pretty tough. 47.79 for the water temp. 48.3. Yeah, 48.30 I think is the warmest water I found up on the north end. I did hook a little itty bitty bass that was twice the size of my crankbait earlier before I went live, which was right here. It's this little dinker. That's the 80X movement 80X, but it's the L7. It has a bigger lip than this. This is the actual movement 80X. You can see the lip is way different. It's rounded. This one's longer, more coffin bill type. Goes a little bit deeper. I like it early and late in the year. I've caught some very nice fish with it. I did catch a 715 with it. Lots of pad stems. Something I've always studied and read about in old Bassmaster magazines is fishing pad stem fields with a chatterbait in the fall. It's a pretty strong pattern, only if it's able to use it, actually produce from it. I do happen to have a new chatterbait, so I may put this up and rig that up and try a new bait up this other shoreline for this Thanksgiving special where we're hog hunting. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone's getting fat and full with the family. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, hope all is well with you, no matter where you're at in the world. Looks like the sprinkle is gonna happen. I should put my top on. I'm not fishing for a fish under 3 pounds per se with throwing this 8-inch swim bait. The average size fish that I found to bite this swim bait right here is a 3 to 5 pound bass. I'll take that all winter long if that can happen. All fall long. I'll throw this all day long. Biggest fish I caught at this lake on this very bait is a 660. It was in the springtime. I've caught so many 4 and 5 pound fish with this bait right here at this lake. Like an unbelievable amount. Our state record is 12.53 pounds. Before that, I think it was 1166. And it was caught at Potholes Reservoir back in the 70s, I think. And the new record caught by Bill Evans out of Lake Bosworth, I think in Snohomish County. It's just a small lake, like literally 120 acre lake, had a 12.5 pound bass in it. The bass ended up dying, but he did claim the title for the state record holder for largemouth bass. Pretty cool. Put my coat on. Put my coat on. I'll check the chat. Adina Aidens. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Aidens. Do you think it's worth to buy a $150 reel and a $200 rod? Oh yeah, you get a pretty nice setup for that, man. Otto, how you doing, man? Asthma Lures, how you doing? All right. right, let's get to fishing. Now you guys can see what I see. Not like it's any better fishing up here than it is back there. A lot of times these bass will sit right on the edge of these lily pads and they'll shoot out. In the warmer months, the edge of the pads is a lot more defined than right now as everything's dying because the water temp's dropping. Changing of seasons is still technically fall time, but the water temps are definitely dropping fast. Next week, they'll probably be about mid-40s if we don't have a major cold front push through. The lake's only 10 feet deep, so it's a little bit colder than most lakes around that are 25, 30 feet deep. The population of bass at this lake is extremely healthy. Oh yeah, look at that, because the lake is very fertile, as you can see on my motor. Like fishing in the summertime. That's like some Florida shit right there. I think I just saw an otter. I just saw an otter out there. No, it's a bird. Cormorant. It's diving though. There's probably a school of bait over there. I should probably pick up the A-rig and go throw the umbrella rig over there where that bird is diving. That bird eats fish, eats bait fish. I don't see any of his buddies around. Just a single dude, but yeah. Rob Fox, yes sir. Big Shoal bowls. I use a Dirty Jigs for my swim jigs, for my dragon jigs. Really, I'm not too picky. I prefer the tungsten type of jigs over just the lead head ones, but still doesn't mean I won't use that. But Dirty Jigs is my favorite company as far as swim jigs. They make stout swim jigs that do the hook. Main hook will not bend out. If it does, I don't know what's going on or what you hooked, but I hadn't been able to bend one out. I've always had that problem with prior jigs or swim jigs like the KVDs. There's a couple other companies that make quality swim jigs, but a lot of them don't make it for braid. This is a grass lake. It's literally like 10 feet deep. Average depth is probably 5 foot. It's like 313 acres. So there's lots of water to cover. It fishes like a big lake. Summertime, it gets like a washing machine. There's a lot of pleasure boaters, jet skiers. wakeboarders, all types of shit. But it fishes awesome. It's a great lake. If you suck ass at like a certain type of technique, like flipping or some kind of grass oriented technique, you could definitely refine your skills at this lake. You teach yourself a lot of cool stuff at this lake, being a big grass lake. This lake, matter of fact, reminds me of some shit you see in East Texas or Louisiana, especially in the summertime. $8 and $35.50. Yeah, anything at Bass Pro Shops worth it, in my opinion. They do have a rod and reel repair shop as well on their website that you can send off reels that you buy from Bass Pro Shop, and they will fix your reel, especially if it's within the warranty. Everything comes with a 1-year warranty. Well worth it. But you could send your reels off like I do and get them cleaned every year, get them professionally cleaned and fixed. Every year I do that. But Bass Pro Shop, a lot of people sleep on it. I caught my 10-pound bass on a buzzbait on a Bass Pro Shop tourney special rod. Literally a $50 rod caught me a 10-pounder. I caught thousands of bass before that with that same rod. Brazil in the house. Big shoal bulls. I think I've seen Skinner's jigs before. Or maybe that was Skinny Bear jigs. I'm in the north, so I like the rubber jigs, rubber stranded jigs over the silicone. The rubber acts like living, acts a lot different. It's more alive in the colder water than silicone. Talking about skirts on jigs. Still get bit. But I think it's Buckeye Lures makes a jig that's really, really good. It's for cold water. I usually use about a half ounce to 3/4 ounce jig. I try not to fish it too small. I like throwing big baits. Like I said before, I like the quality over quantity. I've been doing this for a little bit of time, so I feel like I'd rather put in my time fishing for quality. There are times, don't get me wrong, I want to catch numbers over quality, but it's freaking very rare. I'd rather catch numbers of quality fish, or at least put my focus to that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate everyone tapping in on Thursday. Thanksgiving. Hope everyone's having a great day. Starting to sprinkle a little bit here. I'm in the PNW, Pacific Northwest, for all of you that don't know what that is. I know I probably got folks from Indonesia watching. Yeah, I got them snakeheads over there. Aiden's 35.50. This would be a good reel for that. A good reel. So I think 129 for the reel. Maybe a little bit more. I know it's around this holiday shopping season. So I know Bass Pro Shop's going to be having some big sales. I wouldn't hesitate to say that they'll probably have this for at least $100. I have a bunch. I have ones like this, and I have these other bigger ones that are the signature series ones. The 30 size, the 20 size, and the 10 size. I have the Johnny Moore signature series, 10, 20, and 30 size. Those are highly slept on reels. They're so good that I don't even have to send them off every year to get fixed. I use the shit out of those as I fish probably over close to 200 days of the year. Right? Oh yeah? Yeah. I'm still alive right now. I'm still alive right now. I'm getting served some brisket, y'all. That's some Southern hospitality right there. What's up? No. Well, I had a bite. I hooked a little guy that was twice the size of my crankbait, but it quickly went bye-bye. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm Swimbait 79. I'm Jake. Thank you. Did you catch trout out here? Yes. I think brown or cutthroat. They don't stock it with trout. Like rainbow trout.
Yeah, I went up this morning. That's 2 hours to get anything.
Yeah. Yeah, last weekend I had like 11 bites on Sunday or Saturday when we had that high wind.
Oh, there was a guy down there. He caught a 2-3 pounder bass. He had he had a black bass boat. I don't know where he is right now.
Oh, he's out here too?
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's one of them.
Yeah.
Got today up here. And
show the chat that. Yeah, there's some fish right there. Yeah. Caught today at this lake. 660.
Down where that blue house is.
I've had some other ones that are way bigger than 660. Yeah. But those ones always get away for some weird reason. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks a bunch. No. No. Yeah. Have you?
No, but in the fishing game, it says they're in here and there's channel cat.
Yeah, there's signs like that on all these lakes, even over at Kitsap Lake.
Yeah. I caught catfish here, but no channel catfish.
Oh. Yeah. I figure, and they have yellow perch, crappie. Yeah, there's a lot of yellow perch too. There's some massive schools of bait here. Yeah, I just saw a diving bird over there too. A cormorant that was diving. Right where my buddy was live scoping. So I was like, oh, I bet that someone's gonna find that ball of bait. It's just gorging themselves right now.
I'm gonna try for bass tomorrow.
I'm headed to a different lake tomorrow.
What lake?
Over in Pierce County.
Oh.
I can't say it. I'm live right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you could DM me and I'll tell you everything. All right, man. I appreciate the food. Thank you. Appreciate you watching too. You too. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Man, I just got some free brisket. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Let's check out the brisket. He was watching the live and decided to come offer me some brisket. Ooh, look at that big old chunk of brisket, y'all. Damn. Whew. Yeah, buddy. Dang. He hooked it up. Barbecue tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Dang. Man, that's some really good meat right there. Oh. Woo. I'm gonna get wet out here. Trying to record with a phone live without the case on it because I have the microphone and the receiver for the microphone that plugs into the bottom of your phone does not reach the actual phone with the case type of case I have. So I can't have a waterproof case on my phone. At least not the one I have. Which sucks. It makes it a little bit more challenging to record in rain like this. I don't mind fishing in the rain. I prefer it. I feel like the fish bite better in weather like this. All right. Well, y'all heard that first. The dude was here earlier, or he's still here right now. He caught two 3-pounders already. That's exactly what I need to find with this this Kitsap. Doink. Nah. If it rains too much, I'll have to take the microphone off. And I have to put my case back onto my phone. The raindrops on my screen while I'm live try to mess it all up, tries to turn it off, all types of stupid stuff. Starts changing all the settings, and oh yeah, the shit you don't want to have happen. Hopefully everyone's having a great Thanksgiving, great Thursday, no matter where you're at in the world. Appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share this with your fishing buddies. I'll try to catch a fish for y'all. A little bit too close so I can make a better pitch. I can make a better cast. Oh yeah, better. Still got a bunch of that dying grass. Big old grass patch right there. Thanks for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. All right, there ain't much going on with this thing. Not right now. Let's see if we can get one. Oh shoot. Got to hook some dumb shit there. All this grass. Definitely couldn't throw the mag draft right through this. There's just still too much grass. Gonna get a cast right up in there. Man, there should have been like a 19-pounder to rush out and kill this thing. Maybe in Australia. Hello, mate. Australia's gonna roast me. uh, Come on, fish. Where you at? Come on, big piggy. Where's that Pigosaurus at? Lurking. Oh, it's a blower. I thought it was a ambulance. Oh, it looks like I need to fix the blade. Yeah. Okay. I didn't see a duck till right now. Look out, duck. Duck's life flashed right before it. Still lots of grass. Like this. It's Florida like. Check the chat. Thank you, Christina. I wish you were fishing as well. Gary Lucas, what's up, man? One bite, I actually hooked that little pecker. Little itty bitty fish, about twice the size of my crankbait right here. and it popped off within about 5 foot of moving around. Other than that, it's been no other bites, no other action. I seen a cormorant that was diving, actively getting bait, but it was the only one that was diving. But it was right next to a spot that I had a buddy here last weekend live scoping and catching fish off of. Oh man, that's a really bad cast. Yeah, that's really bad. That's like go home bad. That too. Man, we should just pack it up. We're looking for Tina or Tammy, whichever one wants to eat. I just got some prime rib delivered to me on water from a fellow subscriber and viewer of my live streams that lives here on the lake. I already forgot his name. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I see him all the time, so I'm definitely give him some baits next time I see him. I'll hook me up with some hot food while fishing on Thanksgiving. But he has a buddy here at the lake already, and that dude's already caught 2 3-pound fish, 2 3-pound bass at this lake. So the fish are still kind of eating. There's still definitely some fish up shallow. I guarantee those couple of those 3-pounders probably tried to bite this bait here last weekend. Because if you follow me, last Saturday I went live and I had 11 bites on this bait right here. As they were throttling this bait, but I was dealing with 25-mile-an-hour winds. I did manage to catch 2 fish. The biggest fish I caught was a 314. But 2 out of 11 bites, that tells me the fish were biting the shit kind of funky. And they were. As they do a lot of the times. Biggest fish I've caught here is a 660 on this exact bait. Come on, we want a big bite with this bait. So average size fish that bites this bait right here is 3 to 5 pound fish. That's the average size bass I catch on this particular soft body swim bait. The Kitsap 7.8. This is in sexy shad color. As you can tell, it just pops in this low light, overcast, cloudy days. When the sun's out, I like to throw the electric shad color, which looks more like probably close to a trout to a steelhead type of a coloration. But over the last 10 years, I've fished with this bait. The last 4 years, I've really exclusively made this my #1 search bait right now. The setup I throw this on should be on sale at Bass Pro Shop this holiday season. So if you're looking for a nice introductory type of a rod into larger baits, larger swim baits, larger top waters, whatever the case may be. This is an absolute perfect choice for that. This is the Johnny Morris Carbon Light combo. 7'9", heavy action, fast action. It's rated 1 to 4 ounces. This bait is probably just under 2 ounces. So technically you could even throw this on a smaller setup. But 7'9", you could actually throw the Whopper Plopper 190 with it, which is a 3-ounce topwater lure. You throw baits, you know, in the 1 to 4 pound or 1 to 4 ounce range. Definitely increasing your odds of catching bigger bass. You won't get many bites, but the bites you get will be worth it. This needs a big old bite right now. Coming up on this is a textbook ideal spot. Just a fish magnet. Don't know if there's going to be a fish on it right now, but it could be. There wasn't a giant patch of grass on that side, I'd definitely probably pick up that jerkbait. Just a little something different rather than continuing to see this Kitech. But they actually absolutely murder this bait like it owes them lunch money from 8th grade. I think they're about 10 bucks for a pack of 2 for these Kitech 7.8. Once again, I prefer it in the sexy shad color for when it's cloudy, overcast. You got sun out. I like the coloration of electric shad. Those are my 2 go-to colors for the Kitech 7.8. You can tell that big old wide wagon tail. As the water gets colder, you're not really going to want that feature. But as the water starts to warm back up in the spring, late winter, early spring, the fish will absolutely murder this bait. Especially if the water is above 50 degrees, they'll kill it. Don't get me wrong, they'll murder it right now, but your chances of catching a fish and having many big bites will increase as the water temps increase. All right, let's see. Oh, right off the wall. We're gonna hug this dock right over here. There's a big old patch of grass right here. We got a retaining wall. We got 2 corners. Both corners, well, one corner has a creek coming down into the lake, and we have another tube that comes into the lake as well. And there's a big patch of grass that I'm kind of floating up onto. Don't really want to. For some reason, this left side's the better, more productive side to get bit on. But I have pulled up here and caught 3-4 pounders from both sides at the same time, or one after another. That's more or less in the springtime. This is a spot that I need to check all throughout the time that I'm here at the lake, especially at low light. A fish could easily pull up here and start actively feeding. And they will smoke this freaking bait. This bait is nothing for a 4 or 5 pounder. I mean, it's nothing for a 2 pounder, but 4 or 5 pounder, smoke this bait. And that's the quality type of fish that we're looking for right now. Is a 3 to 5 pound bass. Sometimes they like to hide in these reeds and just wait for something unsuspecting to come by, and they will just murder it. Kind of stopping and thumbing my spool so it kind of makes my swim bait pause for a split second, maybe drop, maybe change the speed of the blade to make it look like something is wrong with it. So with that being said, may look like something's messed up, something's injured with it. Hoping that'll be the deciding factor of a fully committing fish. Since the times I wish I had a flipping bait that I could flip into those reeds and bulrush. Pencil reeds is what most people call those, or bulrush in East Texas. Many different names for it. Nonetheless, it's a fish magnet. I can't speak enough about this Kitsap 7.8 if you're wanting to catch big fish, if you're wanting to get into swim bait fishing, or if you just want to get into throwing a wide variety of larger than average size baits. This is a perfect setup right here. Perfect setup to throw this bait, perfect setup to throw larger baits. I'm a total topwater fanatic, but over the last 2 years, I've been really a swim bait fanatic. This Kitsap, I've literally fished for quite some time, close to 10 years. But there were times that I would just fish it for like 10 minutes and then put it back down, thinking that it was a big bait. It is a big bait, but once you start throwing it, your body gets accustomed to it. Guess what? It's not a big bait no more. Or it don't hurt to throw it no more. I can throw this thing all day long. I probably throw this bait 14 hours long. I can't throw a mag draft 10-inch, I don't think, for 14 hours. I think I'd be on my knees begging for mercy, throwing a 6-ounce bait all day long. That's hardcore shit right there. I can't leave here without making a cast back there. Crawled off the wall. Maybe something's underneath that aquacycle bike boat combo. Come on. You're just tapping in. I appreciate it. It's Thanksgiving here in the U.S. I'm in the PNW, Kitsap County, fishing a local lake for largemouth bass. Do me a favor, hit the like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving. I hooked a fish, a very small fish earlier on a crankbait. Lost it. They're super tiny. I need to physically hold that fish in my hand for it to count. But if I get skunked, it's not gonna kill me. I am throwing a damn close to an 8-inch swim bait. Not too many 1-pounders want to eat a bait this size, but they still will. Looks like we got some rain coming back. Huh. Water temp is 47.80. Grass. Lots of grass still at this lake. I've been waiting for this shit to die back for months now. Still ain't fully died back. All right, coming up into an area that's very good, especially because it's owned by a Karen. But nonetheless, I have had a fish the last couple weekends, last 2 weekends, bite my bait. It's a very big fish. I don't understand how it didn't hook up the second time I got it to bite, but I don't know if that fish has moved on. But last weekend I was so close to just getting that son of a gun hooked on this very bait. Looked to be a fish over 5 pounds. That would very well be a very good fish to hook right now. I fish jammed my shit right over there on the corner of that rock wall. It's still like a foot and a half of water depth right there on the corner. Perfect spot for a big one to be sitting and waiting. Starting to get a little bit darker. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 p.m. Our sun sets normally in the 4 o'clock area. So we're probably just about under an hour from the sun setting. Normally got about 30 minutes after the sun sets for it to get completely dark. It gets dark fairly fast here. We're going to try to stay all the way to dark if we can. Come on, we need a big one. This is actually the same area as I caught my 660 in the month of April, I think it was. Or 1st of May, something like that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'll check the chat here shortly. I'll make a skip. Shitty one. I totally missed that spot I was going for. Alright, here we go. Oh, that was more like a line drive. Come on, Miss Piggy. Larry Hayes, how you doing? Courtney, how you doing? Oh, that's a joke. Haha. Adrian, how you doing? Christina, how you doing? Alright, unfortunately I need to put you all up on the phone charger. Alright. Alright, here we go. A pterodactyl. Oh, he's talking shit to me too. It's in my hood. Talking shit to a bird on Thanksgiving. uh, All right, come on. Where's that first bite? Real bite gonna come from? I tried jerk bait. We try a rig, y'all. We hog hunting, so hopefully I don't throw like 4 lures out. So if you don't bass fish, you've never seen a freaking carousel like this of baits. This is called an umbrella rig. It's taken from tuna fishing and put into bass fishing. It's a good way to catch some fish and catch some very big fish. Sometimes I can catch up to 3 fish. You got to check your local state listing for your fish and wildlife rules and regulations. Make sure you're within the guidelines of your state regs for fishing this. State of Washington allows us to fish 3 hooks on a bait. So therefore I have 3 hooks here, 3 baits with 3 hooks. On some of these other umbrella rigs, they come with like 5 wires where you run a couple of dummy baits where they don't have a hook, but they still have a swim bait on it. Some states don't even allow you to even have anything but 1 bait or one hook on your bait. Like I said, just be sure to check your state regulations for fishing before you choose to buy. This is a Hog Farmer Tactical Bassin Finesse Flex rig. It's a 3-wire rig. I've caught some very nice fish with it. I have 4.5-inch swim baits on there. Let's see. Throwing on 20-pound fluorocarbon on my 7'6" medium heavy spinnerbait rod. I got a Johnny Morris Signature Series size 10. It's already got a large spool on it, so you don't need to really go for a 20 size. Usually I can get that rig to flex, expand and contract in and out as it's going. If you ever witnessed a bait ball of bait, when it gets scared, it starts to flex in and out. So that's a little key tip you can have for throwing an umbrella rig. You either do it with your rod tip or you can do it with your reel. You can make that rod or make that bait kind of flex and pulse in and out. It's really cool, especially when you have one come out and smoke that shit. I run a 2/8 of an ounce jig heads on the top, and the bottom one's gonna have a 1/4 ounce. So it's a little bit heavier, but it's always gonna keel. That's why I have that one marked with the chartreuse. That's the bottom one. Every time it'll come through the water column with that chartreuse as the bottom. It'll keel on that chartreuse one every time. Lots of grass. Hard to throw a bait like this around grass, but you just never know when one's gonna come shooting out of that grass to smoke this thing. I'll check the chat here shortly. I'll leave that on. I'll check chat right quick. Take a drink. 3:22 p.m. Pretty dead at the lake. Getting dark, going to hang it up for the day. Negative. Gonna be fishing till dark. Larry Hayes, how you doing? Ole, how you doing? Sorry if I mispronounced y'all's name. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday, wherever you're at in the world. I'm in Washington State, fishing for largemouth bass. Here we go. Dang, I threw it right in a big old wad of grass. Like another boat, but it's not. I think I'm the only one here at the lake. Right in some grass. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Time to eat. Oh, Fuzzy Nuts is gonna be barking when he sees me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uh-huh. Like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share this with your fishing buddies. Share with them this brutal conditions I'm forced with or faced with right now. Not really forced. All right, piggies. Come on, where you at? Oh, I hit that jet ski dock, ramp, whatever you want to call it. Look out. What are you doing out here? You're inland, man. You're inland. You should be on the coast. The seagull being all loud. Got the rain's picking up a little bit. Awesome. Exactly what we want. Not really. Here we go. Those ducks look fake. Uh-huh. 3:30. Should be bite time right now for the next solid 45 minutes. Should be the right time to get bit. Throwing this umbrella rig around. Ladies and gentlemen, there's not too many fish that are going to pass this up. It looks like I hadn't done shit yet. Still got a little bit of good water to fish. Uh-huh. Check chat. I hadn't caught anything at all today. I never had pickled bass before, but I've ate bass before. They're good. I just catch them for sport. Yeah, buddy, I'm in a full Gore-Tex suit. The only things that get cold is my toes and my fingers, but it's still warm enough that that's a little ways away. All right, it's bite time. Might have to change up and resort to a spinnerbait to try to catch a fish for y'all. I don't always catch a fish when I'm hog hunting with baits like this, but when I do, it'll be a dandy of a fish. I promise you that. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Man, I will get that person in the chat has me thinking about pickled bass now. This definitely sparks interest in myself. Definitely probably going to grow some dill now. As I've already thought about making my own pickles. I do have a little garden in the backyard at my house. I do grow a lot of my own vegetables. I grow quite a bit. Anywhere from tomatoes to potatoes. To sweet potatoes to watermelon. Well, I've attempted watermelon twice, but only got it about softball size and then it dies. But onions, corn, strawberries, that's all shit I grow organically. I don't eat your traditional fast food. I don't eat McDonald's. I only eat Burger King, Taco Bell, none of that shit. Carl's Jr., I don't eat none of that shit. I cook 95% of all my meals. All right, come on, Big Piggy. Where you at? I need one just to murder this rig right here. Need a certified doinker to come up and just smash it. Center mass. All right, we're gonna change it up. Change it up for sure. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna throw a good old crank. The old Movement 80X made by 6 cents. This is the one-eye Willie version of it. This is what happens when your bait gets smashed. The eyes pop free. As you can see, does normally come with the black eye. The other one's missing on the other side. Gives it like nice character. I'm throwing this on 12-pound fluorocarbon. 7-foot, medium heavy rod. Just a 100 size reel. Just a $50 Walmart rod matched up with maybe an $80 to $100 Bass Pro reel. Hey, there's some action right there. Y'all see that? There's some action right there. I don't know what that swirl was, but it was definitely a fish. Ate something right there. Why couldn't it eat my crankbait? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everyone tapping in on this Thanksgiving fishing day. Even though it's not Thanksgiving for a lot of folks that don't celebrate Thanksgiving across the world. Well, I appreciate everyone tapping in. I'm going to try to catch a fish in the next 30 minutes. It's probably going to be completely dark. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Share this with your fishing buddies. I appreciate everyone tapping in and watching me fish. Do go back to my channel and check out some of my other videos. I did find a few fish in this area last weekend. Last couple times I come here, they had not been here. I think it was Saturday I run into them with the big swim bait. I ran into 3 fish over here. Come on. Where you at, Piggy?